Hello guys, welcome back to my nursery. I hope everybody's doing good out there today. Guys, I thought I'd let you see if, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this with my hand here, but I thought I'll let you see a little bit of my rooting. This is the Lucinda that I'm working on, I told you. She's the Adri Stoetti sculpt, and I'm working on her hair right now. So I thought I'd let you guys see just a little bit. Now, like I said, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this. This is the hair I'm using. This is the chocolate brown. I get it. This is for particular one is from Slumberland Nursery. And to me, in my opinion, it is the best kind you can get. I mean, to me now. You know, others have different opinions of this, but to me, it's just great. Now, guys, I'm in a different rooting place. I usually have another a light, a real bright light I can see. And I'm also wearing these big old ugly glasses, as you can see. They're magnifying glasses. And I can see real well, but I still miss my other light in there. I still can't see. This light in here is just not great. But anyway, this is how I do mine. I have my rooting pen. I think this is a clover felting pen. I believe it's what it's called. And then the needle I use on all my babies is a 42 gauge forked needle. It don't have barbs. It has a fork, and you have to have it turned just right. They call it a sweet spot to get it to root. But when I first tried these, I hated them. And I'm like, God, because I was used to the barbs. And I'm like, God, I hate this. But once I got used to using these, they root better than anything I've ever rooted. And I'll show you how I do. Now, a lot of times, I just put it down there and hold it, and I bring it up. A lot of times, I'll just do it real quick, though, like this. See? I'm going to take that back out because I don't like that. But that will most always root 2 or 3 hairs at a time, sometimes 3. And I do not like the look of that. I'm trying my best to do as close as I can get to mono rooting on this one, which means 1 hair per follicle. That's the reason I've got the other light in there. So I'm going to push this in. I hope you can see. And then when I bring it up, I look. See, there's 2 hairs there. See, there's one there. I take 1 out. Because I only want 1 hair. Okay, that one was 1. Sometimes it will root 1. That's 1. But then you'll get 2, and that's 2. So, what I do, you can use tweezers to do this. But I do better with just using my hand, guys. Just taking my fingers and pulling it out. Which anybody can, they're welcome. Which I can't see great in here. I wish I had my other light in here. But I'm just giving you a little glimpse into what I'm doing. I don't want to put too many of these in because I really can't see what I'm doing without my other. I have a real bright lamp that I put down on it. Now, guys, I wanted you guys to see this because a lot of people that don't Reborn, in which a lot of you do Reborn, and you know what I'm talking about here, but some don't. And they just don't realize what goes into making these dolls. That's the reason they're so expensive, guys. Now, I have been working, and I've only got this little part right here down into the swirl, and down here and here. I've been working on this for 2 days. Now, I've got to do that all the way around this head and all on the top. And that's not even the hairline. I haven't even started the hairline yet. I'll come to about right here. And then the hairline, I'm going to do in a different color. Whoops, sorry, went in the frame there. Sorry, guys. I'll come to about right here, maybe along in here somewhere, with the hair. And then around in this area in the front, about this far out, she's going to have a different colored hairline. I'm going to do a lighter color. This is a chocolate brown, and on that one, I'm going to go with a medium brown on the hairline. That makes it gives the illusion, guys, that the hair is, which it'll be thin. It'll only be the 1 hair, but it'll make it even look thinner than this because it's a lighter color. So that's how I will be doing her. But I just wanted everybody to get an idea of what it takes to root a Reborn doll. Now, guys, this is the reason these dolls cost so much. They are so time-consuming. As you can see, a lot of people will just go tuk, 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 like that. And I do sometimes too, if I'm not too worried about more than 1 strand getting in the doll, per follicle is what I'm trying to say, guys. If I'm not worried about that, but if I'm wanting 1 hair, I go through this strand by strand. I put in 1, I bring it up and I look like this to make sure there's nothing but one. Then I'll bring it down. Look at this one now, guys. See that? That rooted in 3 hairs. Well, 2 of those hairs has got to come back out because I only want 1. So you have to take it out. Okay. This one only has 1. That one has 2. So I got to take one of those strands out. One is a thicker strand. I think I'm going to take it because it's a little bit thicker. Some of the hairs are thicker than the other ones. Some are real thin, and some of them are thicker. Ooh, about double my needle there. I got a place in this doll head that's given. I done broke one needle, and it's right in there, and I about doubled it again. I'm going to have to be very careful. Another thing when you're rooting is you want to make sure and push that needle all the way in as far as it will go up to the shaft here. You can see the needle's small here, and it'll go to here. Push it all the way into there. That way you're making sure that your hair is going all the way in that head into the inside, and then we'll secure it inside. Now, I don't know that you can see in there or not. You may not can. But I wish you could see how long the... Let's see, maybe if... Might turn it that way. A little bit. Yeah, right there. See? Can you see back in there? How far the hair is coming through? You want to make sure that hair is coming through. So always check that. When you're rooting, always check that. And then also when you push in, make sure it goes all the way to the shaft. And see how I bring that up? There's 2 hairs there. I'll take one out. I bring it straight up. If there's more than 1 hair, I pull it out. Also, I forgot to mention, do it on a slant. I mean, you don't want to be rooting up like this. You know, on the side. If you do, that hair's going to stick straight out. You want to lay that needle down at a slant. See how it's slanted? And go all the way in. Bring it up. Now, that's your personal preference. How many hairs you want to leave in per follicle. If you want to leave more than 1, that's good. You know, it's just how you do. But this one, I am mono rooting. Now, like I said, I don't sometimes do this. The mono rooting, I'll do micro rooting, which is 2 to 3 hairs. It's a lot faster than this mono rooting because you're just going chunk, 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 like that, you know. And they'll be like 2 hairs. Well, some will have 1, some will have 2, and one might even have 3. Most of the time, I can tell, I've done this for so long, guys, I can just tell by looking at the hair follicle down at the head. If there's more than 2 hairs in there, I can tell it, and I don't like it. You can see that plug. One thing, too, I got on these magnifying glasses. So, I don't like that. So, most of the time, mine always has no more than 2 hairs. But on this particular little girl, she's going to be mono rooted as close as I can get it to mono rooting. And that's the reason I'm going through it strand by strand. So you can imagine how long. Now see, I looked at this a minute ago and thought I only had 1 strand. But I can look at that just at the vinyl and tell that's got more than 1 strand of hair. So I'm going to pull that out. Or it might have been even a thick hair. If it is, I don't want that. I take it out. I don't want it to look thick. I'm trying to do hers in a really soft baby look. Very, you know, fine, real beautiful hair. Fine, soft around the face. That's the reason I'm going to do the light color around the face. Some people even do blonde with a brown-haired baby. Blonde around the face, but I don't like that. I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong for anybody to do that if they want to. I mean, you know, it's your dog. You know, nothing's wrong about it if that's what you want. But now me, I just prefer not to do that. With a brown-haired baby, I always go with like maybe a medium brown or even a light brown, but not blonde. But some people do the blonde. And that's okay, guys, if that's what you want. Not saying anything's wrong with that at all. You know, it's an artist... They have the license to do that. You know what I mean? It's their own creation. So you have the license to do your baby however you want to do it. There's no right or wrong. You know, as being an artist, that is your license. You have a license to do that because it is your creation. So, you know, it's funny, guys, how I used to, people would say, like, artist. And I didn't think of myself as an artist. And it was so strange to me. And people would say something about, you're the artist of this baby. And that would just seem so strange to me. Because I never really thought of myself as being an artist. But I guess I am in a sense, because I actually paint the doll and then I make it. Of course I don't sculpt or pour the baby, but, or nothing like that. But I do paint the baby and I do root the baby. I give it my own colors, my own personal touches. I root it how I want it. And like I say, that's my right as an artist. So I guess that does make me an artist. I never thought of myself as an artist, though, guys. That just always seems so strange to me to hear people say that, about being an artist. But anyway, guys, this is just something I love to do. Honestly, guys, I don't make that much money on these babies. And I told my husband, we were talking about the other day about the artist thing, right? And I said, yeah, they say about artists, call you an artist and all that. And I was telling him the same thing. And I said, it seems so strange to hear people say that to me about like me being an artist. And I'm like, artist? I'm not an artist, but I guess I am. But I said, so that's where they come from with the saying, starving artists. I believe it, guys, because honestly, for the time that it takes to do these little ones, you don't get your money out of it. You have to be able to do this and be patient to do it. You have to love the art of it. You have to love it. And I do. It's a passion of mine. It's all I think about. Like if I have something else I have to do, like in other words, that day, cleaning the house. I've got to get the house cleaned. I haven't cleaned it in a week. I've got to clean it up. It's filthy. Floors are terrible. I've got to sweep and mop the floors. But the whole time I'm doing any other kind of work, even with outside, I go outside with my goats and I work with them. I've got my little dog. I take care of him and I, of course, have to make time for him. And my husband, which is the greatest man in the whole wide world to me. He's wonderful, guys. I have such a wonderful husband. I'll be honest with you guys. I am so blessed. I am such a blessed person. I really am. And, but when I'm doing other stuff like, working outside, like in the garden, or which I love doing that too, or I wouldn't do that. But honestly, all I can think of is how fast I can get it done and get back to painting and rooting my babies. Because this is honestly, it's just, it's a passion. I love doing it. I don't make that much money, off the babies and nothing really at all considering the time I put into them. And I guess every other artist out there, like with the Reborn babies, feel the same way. But like I say, it's just, if it's a passion, if it's a passion and it's something that you absolutely love doing, then it's not a chore to you. It don't seem like a chore. My husband tells me when I'm doing this, he says, how in the world do you sit for that many hours? I'll sit for hours and do this right here, this rooting thing. And he says, how you do that and have the patience to do that? I don't know. He said, I would never have the patience to sit and do that. And it's like I told him, I said, it's because I love doing it. So to me, it doesn't seem like a chore. I hope I'm getting one here. I can't see, guys. I need my other lamp. I'll have to check that when I get back in there to my big bright lamp. But, yeah. So, anyway, guys, I just wanted you to see a little bit of the rooting process of what goes into making one of these babies. That's not counting the painting. This is just the hair rooting. And then, of course, they have to be painted before this. And that takes quite some time because I'm very picky. I'm not one of these people that just slap stuff together. My kids tease me and say, Mom's got OCD. Yes, I have. I admit it. I'm very picky about my dolls. I'm very picky about how they look. If they don't come out looking like I want them, this is the honest truth. Anybody that knows me will tell you the same thing. I have actually done this. If they don't look right, the paint, I will strip it completely down and repaint it. I just won't have it any other way. I am a perfectionist, And sometimes that don't work too good in my favor, but I do try to do my very, very best on each and every baby I make. I put a lot of love into each one that I do. So anyway, guys, I wanted you to see a little bit of the process. This is getting to be a long video. It's 15 minutes already. It'll take forever to load. But I wanted you to see this and see me. And this little girl, she's going to be for sale when I get her done. Message me if you're interested. This is the Lucia kit by Adrian Stoetti. And I've got her paint finished. And now I am rooting her hair in a beautiful chocolate brown Slumberland mohair. Anybody interested, you let me know. I do take deposits and down payments. Or down payment, deposit, what you want to call it. And then make the rest in payments if anybody's interested. Just message me and we'll get together on how you want to do it. Okay, guys, that's it. Please subscribe to me if you're not already. And help me to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can give that baby away. We're going to be giving away that reborn baby. And ring the notification bell so you never miss an episode. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.